Hello everyone, it is I, Anastasia, and today I'm coming to you with a very much requested video all about my tattoos and piercings. I'm going to be starting off with my piercings because I have very few and I've had very few over the years, so might as well get that out of the way. Most of you guys don't know this, but I used to have my Monroe pierced, and a Monroe piercing is right here, and it left a gnarly scar. So if you're worried about that while wanting to get the piercing, I definitely wouldn't get the piercing because it does leave a scar. The pain was about a 7 out of 10 because the skin is so thick right there. It really hurt, not while getting the piercing, but like the healing process was very painful for me. I wore the piercing very dainty-like. I had a very small white diamond in, and I just liked it for the classiness of it. I got that piercing whenever I was 14. I had it for about 3 years, which is a long time to have a piercing for most people. I really liked it, and I did get a lot of compliments on it, so it's a nice piercing, but if you're afraid of scarring, it's definitely not the piercing for you. Like 90% of the girl population, I also have my ears pierced, but I just don't wear earrings for some reason. I'm just not really attracted to earrings anymore. So yeah, that was exciting. Got my ears pierced, woo. Obviously I have my nose pierced. I went for the hoop because I just like the way it looks. 6 out of 10 because it really wasn't bad. Of course you felt pain because it's a needle going through your skin. So anyone who says it doesn't hurt is lying, because how does a needle not hurt? You know what I'm saying? Taking it out, the hole isn't very big at all, so I really don't think it's going to leave that big of a scar. And it's on my nose, so it's not really that eye-catching like the Monroe piercing scar, so I'm not too worried about it. Moving on to my tattoos. The first tattoo that I ever got, I was 15, and I do not regret it at all because it had a lot of meaning, and my mother and my sisters, we all have it. I do not suggest getting a tattoo at the age of 15. If you're not of age, I really don't suggest getting a tattoo because you might regret it. I am lucky enough to have gotten one with my family, and it has meaning, and I really, really love it. And yeah, so I just got lucked out. I do not suggest getting a tattoo young. This tattoo is very meaningful because my mother always calls us her 3 little daisies. Each of us have this tattoo, so whenever I'm looking at it, I see it as my mother and my sister Victoria and my sister Jackie. We always have each other wherever we go, and we're all each other's little daisies. That may seem super cheesy to you, but my family is kind of gushy and just very feelings everywhere. It was always my mom and my sisters and my grandmother. That's how we grew up. We just grew up with each other, no other family, so we're all very, very close. Very close. It's kind of scary. This tattoo is a peacock feather, and I've always loved birds. As you know, this tattoo doesn't really have any special meaning. I kind of got it around a time where I was struggling. I'm a fan of birds, as you guys know, so that's why I got that. If you watched my videos, you know about my story with my eating disorder and depression and that whole part of my life. This I got because of that. Recovery was basically just a blessing. I was laying on my bed very, very sick and depressed, and I looked out the window and I saw birds flying by, and I just remember thinking, I want to be free. I want to not have these worries and this stress on me. I don't want to just be so self-involved and controlling over myself and just be unhappy. And that was just kind of like the breaking point when I just realized I needed to get better, and I needed to be the person that I was born to be. And that wasn't my eating disorder. That wasn't me. That wasn't who I wanted to be and who I was meant to be. And just seeing those birds fly by kind of just broke the mold and made me realize I deserve to be free and flying high and just being free. Look at it, it reminds me of that day and the flowers blooming kind of just reminds me that there are brighter days that I've lived, and not to mope about those years that I suffered from my eating disorder and depression and everything else. So this tattoo is very meaningful and I absolutely love it. The tattoo that I got was these song lyrics on my arm. It reads, "Smile, a little smile for me." This was my grandmother's favorite song. It's called Rosemary, and that was her name, and she really loved the song. And it was actually the last song she ever listened to before she passed away. I played it for her. This reminds me of my grandmother, and just to smile, be happy, and remember her, and remember that I am so blessed to have known such a wonderful woman and to have her as my grandmother. You don't want to look at a tattoo that makes you depressed. So when I look at it, you know, it's kind of a bittersweet type of feeling, but more of a sweet feeling, because I'm just so blessed to have known her and had her in my life, because she was honestly like a father figure. The next tattoo that I got was actually this rose on my thigh. My grandmother's name was Rosemary, so you know, that kind of went with it, but it has no specific meaning. Blue roses are not a real thing, obviously, so I kind of liked that idea. All of my other tattoos are realistic, and they have like such deep meanings, and I kind of just wanted a fun one that I got just for myself, and I really liked it. Next tattoo that I got was this bird cage above my ankle. Bird cage doesn't have any birds or anything in it or around it, and there's a reason for that. It reminds me not to go back and dwell on the bad years of my life, and remember that I'm free. I'm not there anymore. I have no worries anymore. I don't need to go back there. The gate's closed. I'm not going in. So that's what it reminds me of. So every time I look at it, I just remember I'm in a happy place now. Don't ruin your life again. The next tattoo that I actually got a few weeks ago in Venice Beach with my boyfriend Alec. He actually got the same tattoo as well. These tattoos do have meaning attached to each other, but they also have more of a meaning than that, because, you know, there is a chance that we could break up. I highly doubt it, but you never know, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta be careful with that. You don't want someone's name on you. You don't want to be walking around with freaking a monster on your arm. So kind of get something that means more than just that person. Love you to the moon and back. That's what we say to each other all the time. We're each other's little monsters. Okay, we're just weird, okay? Don't judge me. When I look at it, the phrase "I love you to the moon and back" comes to mind, which always reminds me to only care about the people that love me and that I love, and other people's opinions and thoughts and negativity doesn't matter. Just to focus on my loved ones, and they're the ones that get me through the day. So gotta love them. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was worth the wait, and I'm sorry you had to wait, because I'm lazy sometimes, okay? It's been cold too, and I'm like dressed in nothing, because I had to show you guys my tattoos, because you asked for it, and I'm sweet. I'm sweet as apple pie. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Leave video suggestions down below. Remember to smile, and yeah, stay cool, fool. Yeah, I am basically going to be living in this in the fall. I can already smell it.